Right, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first episode of the Hornswoggled Podcast. I'm your host, Craig, also known as Walter. I'm joined by none other than Ryan, also known as Bloke.
Hey, what's up?
Also joined by none other than Big Man Blaine.
Hey guys,
So,
Big Man Blaine here.
we're gonna start out with a bang. 12 videos.
Oh, where do we start with top videos? Where do we start? I don't want to make a whole podcast about him, but if I'm going to be honest, we could honestly make a whole podcast.
There's a lot of dirt.
We've got files upon files to fire back with.
Files and files.
Files upon
Yeah,
files.
there are two contrasting, views in this podcast between me, Blaine versus Craig.
That is, alright, okay.
Right, start from the beginning. 12 videos, Scottish YouTuber, 1,000 subs, all botted, presumed.
Yeah.
And basically,
Well, probably about 10 of them. Like
10.
his mum, his dad.
His dad Igor.
Ooh. Inside joke.
Inside joke. Anyways.
No, that's a whitey.
Oh, come on.
We can't mention him. Wait. Okay, that's for another podcast. That's for another podcast.
Yeah, that's another time. But anyways, Scottish YouTuber. He claims to have mental illnesses. He's also like a proven liar. Let's just say that.
Proven.
Yeah.
Proven.
We're not baking. We're not baking.
Yeah.
I think he's got
He claims he's got split personality disorder. He claims. In my opinion, I reckon it's just another attention grab from the man himself to all videos.
Yeah, it could be, but benefit of the doubt, I'm gonna believe him.
And if okay, right, you're benefiting the doubt. This is what the whole contrasting opinions is. Craig here likes to, I guess you could say, sympathise with all videos, and likes to basically just play some kind of, I guess, Tall Video's real lawyer, you know? And you should probably hire Tall Videos if you're listening.
Backstory on that one.
He
owns a company. He owns a company.
You say that in quotation marks if it was in text.
I'm actually doing that in real life.
He's a 15-year-old that owns his own company.
Yeah, I'm bending my fingers right now. I'm bending my fingers to say company.
He's not in Belfort. He's not like a guy who Wolf of Wall Street.
Right, basically, him and his like two mates basically proclaim that they own a company with, what was it like? Wait there. Well, I'll do a check. So you guys continue talking while I just.
But anyways, he has two names we only know of. Jacob.
Oh no! Right, Jacob.
Yeah.
There's Jacob.
He has
Andrew.
Andrew. I don't know if they're really good twins.
No, I'm pretty sure Andrew's his friend, is it not?
Okay. Man, we don't know.
Alright, yes. Alright, okay.
The point is he has more than one name.
Right, shush. He goes by the names either not Tall Videos. That's his YouTube name. Stephen Hogan. Stephen Hogan.
Hulk.
Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan. Hogan. Stephen Hogan or Jacob Hogan.
Because he's gone about picking fights with people on Twitter. He's mostly Hulk Hogan.
Right, wait there. I'm on his little website right now. Tall Media, as he calls it.
Tracking your IP. Yeah, watch out.
Right, so
him,
Stephen Thompson, as he calls himself, in the Meet the Team section.
Yeah,
so the three people that own it, the three people that are living in a little dreamland, living on a fucking throne of lies.
If you do go on this website, all these
You're
figures,
probably getting your IP.
all these figures that he does show are fake. So
alright, so I'm just gonna say Stephen Thompson, him. That's Tall Videos. That's one of his names he goes by. But if you go on the website, you'll see in the company section and in the Meet the Team section, he goes by different names. It's shenanigans.
Yeah,
he changes his name it's
ridiculous.
Yeah. So it's him, Andrew Williamson, which you'll recall as his friend, and Luke Benoit or Benoit. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But basically, these three people are living on a throne of robots. These three people are living on a throne of lies, robots, and harassment. Okay.
Yeah.
That is the throne they sit upon.
I don't even know the backstory.
Right. Okay. No. This isn't. I've not got to the company facts yet, Craig.
Oh, right. Company.
Apparently, Tall Media his company, right? Everybody here has heard of Tall Media, but have you guys? Any of the listeners? No. Now, you'd think the listeners would have heard about Tall Media if, in fact, they had 10,000 members, 426 million views monthly on YouTube, 808 new members,
1,000 subscribers,
and 30 million subscribers in total, and 4 billion total views. Now, these are apparently the figures on March 1st, 2016. Now, how does a company with 4 billion total views, 30 million subscribers in total, and 10k members only have 1,500 botted Twitter followers? And it's ridiculous. No one's ever heard of it because it's not real. That is like
we've been hornswoggled in this one. Actually,
that's pretty good. We've been hornswoggled.
We've been hornswoggled.
So like. You probably at the start of hearing this, you're probably like, oh, it's just a bunch of shitty fucking 1k subscriber YouTubers fighting each other for the views, you know. But right, okay, number one, okay, Tall videos. It's just he's had multiple exposed videos made about him.
Yeah, by himself, like, most of them actually.
the only thing I can compare to Tall videos' actual stupidity is rappers that tell on themselves for killing, like, they'll be like, yo, I just killed this guy, and put it in a song and get caught. That is basically Tall videos.
Yeah.
He makes videos pretty much exposing himself, and then later on tries to play it off like it's satire.
It's quite confusing explaining Tall videos because no one knows who he actually is.
It's as if he's on Elysion, where, you know, Elysion was saying things about how he wanted his wife to pleasure himself and all.
That's what he tries to do.
Yeah, the thing where Elysion, and then like he was saying his wife wants to pleasure him, and then like literally next when he started getting called a cuck and all that because he watched his wife like some other guy.
Yeah.
It was just a prank, bro.
It's like that scene from Rick and Morty.
Right.
Christmas.
I've came to the conclusion that his real name is in fact Stephen Peter Hogan. Since this is number one, the URL. This is the URL of his Facebook page. Stephen Peter Hogan. It's not a dox. It's his public name. It says on his website.
I mean, the stuff
it's not a dox.
Say is pretty brutal. I mean.
Against the law, most of it. Like, it's public information.
Yeah,
something I'd like to call him out for, he was saying how, that he's under, in his video, where he claimed to not have asked for these nudes off Sammy.
Alright, wait. Have we talked about the nudes?
This. No, we've not.
Alright, so basically...
Yeah, you can explain
he pretended to be a female to try and get nudes off a minor, and that minor... I went out, I contacted him, we became, like, quite good friends.
Friendly.
And I'm not gonna name him, okay, but videos, pretended to be a girl on Twitter and DM'd him. And he basically tried to get nudes off of this minor. And in his defense, he didn't say he didn't do it. He admitted that he did it. But in his defense, he tried to say the minor on minor offence laws in Scotland protect him from doing that. But number one, okay, he's 15. Sammy's shit. Dogs. The victim is 13. Okay. Number 3 years. Okay.
Now this is where I
Alright, this is where Craig jumps in, tries to Black Knight it in Tall video's defense.
Okay, it's quite bad pretending to be a
female to try and get nudes off a minor. Right? What's your point?
But we are kind of amplifying it by calling him a paedophile. I mean,
no, that is the definition.
In the eyes of the law, right?
No, because not in the eyes of the law, Craig. He's 15, coming 16, like a month.
It's 2 years difference then. Like, yeah.
You can't be using the eyes of the law card.
No,
yeah.
In a month, so.
Well, it's not like okay, never mind. I mean, you can't just use that argument.
What I was going to elaborate on before, like, because obviously I never knew about the news, but. Yeah, I was saying how he lied about things, like when he was saying how he asked this person for nudes, and he said it was under government law when he said in one of his videos, or actually he made a video, he works in a farm and how he works in a school.
He basically tried to say he worked in a school, but he doesn't. He's not old enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not old enough to work in a school. Like to leave school and get a job in Scotland, you can be 16 or over. So basically, yeah, he lied about that as well. He's just he's a compulsive liar.
I don't think at this point. I honestly don't think he can stop himself from lying. He just continues to lie, and he's got himself trapped. He's pretty much digging his own grave at this point.
What else did he? Also, was should we mention him? Should we mention the whole brother thing?
No. We'll keep away from that.
Yeah. Well.
There's also the argument that he has in fact had an account of his on YouTube.
No. We know
terminated.
Yeah.
Meaning. Well, yeah, we know this. It's a fact that he has had an account terminated off of YouTube. He admitted it. He knows he's got it. It's on one of his old Facebook pages, one of his Facebook groups. He's like, tall video, tall media. It's not a dox, Craig. You don't understand the definition.
I was gonna say
so
something.
Basically, 100% proof that channel was his. Okay, 100% proof that it is in fact his.
It is his.
And it links to a channel that has been terminated for violations against YouTube. And I've looked it up, and I've probably researched it as much as he researched the UK laws, because he doesn't know anything about that. But YouTube states, well and clearly, that if you have a channel terminated, you are not allowed to make another one at all on YouTube. You're banned.
Yeah, can I also say, he tries to use the Keemstar excuse.
He tries to use Keemstar excuse. She's like, oh, I'm just a host of tall videos.
Keemstar can get away with that because he started that channel with 2 people. The co-owner left, so technically
Tall Videos is by himself.
Yeah, Tall Videos is by himself.
What is he actually hosting though?
Tall Videos is Alright, okay, I'm gonna be honest. Tall Videos is hosting trash. He's
hosting trash.
His videos are literally replying to exposed videos on other people.
I know.
He's making it worse.
Yeah,
he's giving people sources to evidence on his videos.
This is the rinse and repeat. This is the Tall Videos way, right?
The cycle.
Go on YouTube, okay? Go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Make friends. Start drama with those friends by acting weird or creepy or doing some bad shit in a way, right? And then make drama with those friends. Get an exposed video. Well, actually, he probably does something on a video about that friend. Then he'll get exposed. And then once he gets exposed, he responds to the exposed video, trying to be like an amazing atheist and a Nissan love child, which is, I don't know, fell down a hill and died. But basically, he tries to respond to it in the wittiest way possible, which commonly includes singing. He sings at the start of some of the videos. He's like, "Whoa, welcome to my video," in an attempt to kind of try and get some comedic value. And I mean, I've seen some of these responses. They're like an hour long to like a 10-minute video. And basically, he just tries to either joke about everything that he's been accused of, or he just says, not true, with no evidence, like backing himself up in it.
I don't...
Yeah, same, I was with Sammy, he just like put a pure like scrunched up face on, and he just went, well, UK laws require that. That was it. He didn't provide any evidence. He didn't show DMs. He didn't do anything like that. He's a liar. I don't even know what's happening. Like, I don't know. I've never spoken to him. I've never spoken to him in my life, but I am in the process now making a video about him.
If the video's up by the time this podcast's up, we'll leave a link in, and when the video goes up, we'll go back and edit the description to give you guys the full experience.
Ryan, you watched the presidential debate, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know when Donald Trump... No, we're not talking about that, but you know...
Probably a Hillary supporter.
No, you know, the bit where it's like Donald Trump's like, false.
Yeah.
That's basically what Tall Videos does.
Yeah.
Tall Videos, right, okay. This is what happens, okay. Someone makes a well-made exposed video about Tall Videos. Tall Videos takes that video, divides it up into pieces, and tries to make witty responses to every evidence given together, like, against him. But there's only 2 responses he will give to your evidence. Number 1, he'll say it's not true, even though you've provided evidence. He'll just be like, it's not true. And number 2, he'll try and make some joke about it. I mean, I literally saw him call someone Fat Face McGee because he gave evidence against him.
No, but come on.
No, he literally.
It's not an argument, but I mean.
Exactly. He can't make fun of it.
Yeah.
Facial features or the way they look. If you just look at him, he's got the biggest fucking ears I've ever seen.
Oh shit!
Right, calm down.
All right. Have we got anything else to cover about tall videos?
He talks about world's cringiest kid, and all he needs to do is
he is the world. Right, okay.
Yeah.
What he tries to do is he pretty much tries to be a crossbreed between Onision, alright? That's all I'm gonna say. He looks up to Onision, and when someone looks up to Onision, you know they're a scumbag piece of shit.
They're at the rock bottom.
If you think Onision is funny or good enough at YouTube so you can go on and copy his content, then all I'm saying is that you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
get your life together, mate.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Alright, so, moving on topic. Have any of you guys seen Laid in America?
No, but I seen
KSI's
reaction to the piracy.
Stop pirating my movie, guys. Alright, okay. I'm gonna get you out of the way. Alright?
Don't you pirate my movie! I'll come and kill somebody, kill you with my gang.
If I'm honest, no one really, like, although he did pirate Sony Vegas, that wasn't really that big deal. I mean,
yeah, let's be honest, I pirated it. Everyone in this podcast is pirated.
Right, okay, there's a difference between £300 worth of software and £5 million worth of movie pirates. Okay,
no, but like, think how much Sony Vegas has lost. Like, come on,
right, yeah,
they get no revenue from that.
How much have they made also? Someone's got to vote. They've made at least 300.
What was it? When it first came out in Steam, the new one, like the Indonesians paid like $1 for it.
Oh yeah, the Indonesians paid like $1 for the full Sony Vegas 14. That is brutal.
Yeah,
alright, anyway, so on the topic of Laid in America, okay?
Yeah.
It's basically 1 hour and a half of a KSI video with Casper Lee in it. Now, it sounds a bit strange, but it basically has like the same formula, the same jokes, and are we allowed to say spoilers about it?
I mean, sure, why not? I haven't seen it, but I've got no intentions.
Alright, basically, the movie is about, they're foreign exchange students. It's their last day being foreign exchanged, right?
Hold on, let's clear this
up. They
right.
realise they've got no pussy the whole time they've been there.
I was gonna say, it's so, are they at the same school, or is Casper Lee from, like, Denmark, and, like, KSI from, like, Africa? Like, what's going on?
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's Casper Lee from Africa.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, they're both from the UK. They're both from the UK. That's what he said in the movie. Anyway. So basically, it's the last day. Alright, they have to leave soon. They have to go back to the UK, as you do if you're a foreign exchange student. Yeah. And they realise, fuck, Casper, KSI says, and then Casper's like, what? And he's like, we've got no pussy, man. And alright, basically, the premise of the movie is, get this, there's a party being hosted by the coolest dickhead in school, guys.
Oh, is it the jock? Is it the jock?
Yeah, it's the jock who gets all the girls, and Casper likes his girlfriend, so he's trying to get to the party. Well, his ex-girlfriend. Basically,
ex.
The only way they're getting into the party is if they bring 2 hot chicks from a different school to the party. That's the only way they're getting in. And basically, they go for this whole shenanigan. They go on a Tinder/Grindr.
Oh, whoa!
So
yeah, a second.
No, it's called Blinder. That's why I'm saying Grindr. So basically,
you get a bunch of blind people.
it's blind dating on an app.
I thought it was for blind people.
So they sign up for a double date, and basically they get kidnapped.
Oh, whoa! That was a sudden change. What?
And they break into the party once they escape from being kidnapped because KSI just kills a bunch of people. He didn't really kill them. Right. And basically they get to the party. It's a YouTuber's party, of course. It's about the jock hit like 10 million subscribers on his channel on YouTube. But basically, the KSI and him have to sneak into the house, right? And basically, this jock got big because his cat. Okay, he made a rap about his cat, and he got 10 million subscribers or something.
Wait, let's be honest. That cat video's kind of concept of getting millions of views. Kind of.
Anyway, KSI breaks in the house, right? And Casper Lee, they've fallen out, so they're like on their separate ways. So they both need to break into the house separately, right? And basically, KSI gets in, then Casper tries to get in. But when Casper's getting into this, he kills the fucking cat, basically.
Whoa, did he actually? Is
Yeah.
that you, like, memeing?
No, when he was climbing for the window, he killed the big 10 million subscribers cat, and...
Holy shit.
Right, the humor, it's... right, okay.
It's not
The only
working.
reason I enjoyed Laid in America, I actually really enjoyed the movie.
And, well,
But the only this is coming from a man that unironically enjoys Adam Sandler movies. Before I saw the hate about Jack and Jill, I enjoyed Jack and Jill.
I like
So-
Adam Sandler movies. So.
No, Adam
yeah,
Sandler
I
is
think it's-
crap. The
Right, and
cobbler.
this is a debate for a different day. I've not watched The Cobbler. I'm actually scared to watch it. Anyway, basically,
I mean, have you ever watched Blended?
yeah, I've
Blended.
watched Blended. I enjoyed Blended. That's Terry
No.
Crews in it.
Is that
I
the
watched,
black
like,
guy?
Anymore.
Every Adam Sandler movie apart from The Cobbler and Spanglish.
Happy Gilmore's the best.
Don't watch
Happy
the
Gilmore
cobbler.
is great. It's all in the hips.
Actually, I
Anyway,
can remember
anyway.
correct. You carry on.
Hey, basically, Laid in America. It's a good movie. I understand why KSI is getting so pissed about people pirating his movie.
But he says he wants a
that-
sequel, but what is...
He wants. I want a sequel.
No, but
don't
what is there?
understand.
What is there to continue of this story?
But when, alright, I don't know. Get laid in the UK. Right, okay. Anyway,
Are they even good actors though? Like,
The YouTubers they put on their
they're
persona.
basically living a
Kinda.
life on YouTube, so
Oh,
they're pretty
okay.
good at it.
I've never
Oh.
watched Casper Lee, and I used to like.
I actually enjoyed Casper Lee. KSI, it was just his average jokes. He was talking about how a huge penis. Deji was in it
Oh,
for
his
a
brother?
second.
Oh,
Yeah,
what was he
I
in?
laughed a lot. I laughed quite a bit at Laid in America. I enjoyed it,
Actually,
right?
like-
But my one problem with it is, alright, okay, I'm not a single mum who gets angry at
Minion
my kid
memes
playing
on
G.
Facebook.
Yeah, minion memes. I post. Alright, okay. I'm gonna put myself. Alright, guys. I'm gonna put myself in the case of a single mum who has a young, let's say, 13-year-old son. Big fan of KSI. Big fan of vloggers. I'm brain dead. Okay.
You're a brain dead.
My favorite game's FIFA. I made my mum pre-order me FIFA 17. Alright. Basically, right. Alright, okay, yeah, Ryan, I'm just describing you. Okay, basically, I go to my mum and I'm like, Mum,
Yeah.
can you please get me the movie Laid in America, okay? And then I'd be like, what's that movie, son? And he'd be like, oh, it's KSI's new film. And I'd be like, okay, right? And then I'd realise he'd watched a movie, and I would be thinking, wait a minute, that movie's completely about sex, but it's featuring channels that have a young demographic. If I was a single mum, this is, or a mum, I'd be like, I'm
It's not really
furious.
the target audience, like I
Yeah,
guess,
my
but
son's
they're-
idols.
Yeah.
My son's idols have made this movie about
Yeah.
pretty
No,
much the whole movie
Yeah, their
premise is
fan
shagging.
base. Their fan base is like. Let's
I'm
be
not
honest,
even
like
lying, alright?
eight-
Okay, they literally go to a brothel and there's a woman snorting coke off of
What
like
country is this in? What countries?
Late in
America,
America.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. No, it's Istanbul. Anyway, so I'd be thinking, what's my son gonna take from this movie, you know? I enjoyed it. I did think it was good, but I just feel like there's a bit of a danger. I feel like it's gonna actually get complained about by mums. They'll be like, my son just watched this movie and now he's obsessed with sex in the USA.
I've seen him.
He wants to move to
10
America.
times. He's, you know. Mhm.
Yeah.
Get the
So anyway,
TV.
that's probably the main worry about the movie. But either way, I enjoyed the movie thoroughly. I understand why KSI was getting so pissed, but that is probably my only worry, that it's gonna get complained about by mums.
I mean, what movies did that? How did actually? If I asked one question to you, Blaine.
Yep.
How did you obtain Laid in America? Just out of interest.
Oh.
This one, you know.
I went to my local Tesco's and picked up for £10. Yep.
Oh.
I doubt it would even be in Tesco to be.
No, it's in Morrison's.
It's,
It's in
no, it's,
Morrison's.
it's legit in Tesco's. If I remember, I'll go up and take a picture. But it's actually in my. It's
Is it
actually in
even
my
that big a
Tesco's.
movie? Like,
Right, it's
It's
got a big
it's
backing.
mate, it's straight.
it's not like
it's
a
straight-
Warner Brothers production or anything
It's
like
like-
that.
No,
No,
it's
no.
a straight to DVD, £10, but it's a good movie. And I
I
thoroughly
wouldn't
enjoyed
expect
it.
it to be in cinema, but
Plus, no one buys
Right.
DVDs. Like, I mean, like,
it's a bit,
Think
yeah,
about
it's a bit outdated.
you watch it once. Like, why spend £10 on it?
I think
Anyway,
that it's for the classics that movie companies used to make, like Disney. Like they had their
Right.
reason.
I just go to my old Blockbusters, pick it up.
Oh yeah, go to
Actually,
my.
what movies? I watched Everest. Everest, and you've
I'll
watched
watch it.
Ryan, you've watched it.
Well,
Yeah, that sounds boring.
The Hornswoggled movie review.
No, yeah, but just quick, I don't find it interesting at all. right? I
Right,
only
well,
watched
that's
it
a surprise. I thought you would be like, my best movie, because you're boring.
No, but
I liked it.
no,
I liked
but
it, it was
okay. Okay. They climb a mountain, Mount Everest.
Ooh.
Right.
Wait, really? Mount Everest?
I only
you say?
watched it because that day in RE, exposed to go to school.
Yeah, we go to school.
But we were watching a movie about a mountain.
We're only two. We're only 2 years
So
old.
Sorry,
I was
I'm
like,
only 2.
I got this DVD ages ago. Well, because I bought it in Sky. You know, they deliver the DVD, whatever. I watched
Right.
it. My mum and dad bought it, and then I was like, you know, I'll watch it. Might be good. It's boring, right? Spoiler alert: they all die. Right, at the end, they'll die.
Well,
somehow.
one survives.
One, yeah. It's a true story, so I shouldn't really say it's boring.
We're gonna have to put a spoiler alert in this title, man.
I don't care. Right.
I think we should talk about something else other than movies.
Okay. To move on, okay, not completely moving on from media per se, but moving on from movies. Red Dead Redemption 2, guys. Now we'll not talk about Leafy for this podcast.
Yeah, we're not being.
Keep that for another one, because that's gonna be a long podcast. Basically, okay.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption. I had it in my mind set that it was in fact not going to be Red Dead Redemption 2. I thought that looks too much like John Marston.
Yeah, it does. It is John Marston actually. They posted a picture of it, of like the faces.
Wait, is it actually John?
Did you not see the photo?
So. Yeah, they
Wait,
removed the black. I think of the outline.
It doesn't look like John Marston.
Well, it's gonna be because every Red Dead game they have John Marston, except obviously Red Dead at the ending. Spoiler alert again.
There's only 2 Red Dead Redemption games, you twat.
Yeah,
actually
well, that's all of them.
Wait, what should we? Say Red Dead 2. Is it just gonna be called Red Dead 2?
It's Red Dead Redemption. It's only us that say Red Dead.
Drake has just triggered me 2 seconds. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The main character of Red Dead Redemption is John Marston. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Red Dead Redemption is not the only Red Dead Redemption game. There's a prequel called Red Dead Revolver. The main character's Red Harlow.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
I didn't call it Red Dead
And that
Redemption.
DLC on
that's what I
Midnight.
meant.
You said they were all. You said they were all John Marston.
Did I? What do you mean by that?
You said all the characters in Red Dead Redemption were John Marston.
I didn't mean that.
You did. Alright, you didn't mean to. Okay, anyway. That is not John Marston
character
on the cover.
Right.
But to make you guys feel good, alright, the trailer is coming tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning.
It's out tomorrow.
Wait, no, it's not. It's out tomorrow. It's 1:30, Craig, in the morning. It's coming out tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. My opinions on Red Dead Redemption 2 so far on the little fall 2017. Did it say?
Yep, that's ages away. That's like a year.
That is a year.
And they're releasing the trailer on Thursday, which
it said Xbox. No.
Xbox
PS4.
and PS4 only.
So that's got PC gamers a bit agitated, understandably, because we had to wait how long? A year, 2 years, for GTA 5.
Right, and we're probably gonna be made to wait that long again. Yeah.
So if they even do
That's
release it on PC,
theory.
because
Right,
Red Dead Redemption
okay.
hasn't been on PC yet. It'll be a bit weird releasing it, the second one.
Yeah, I reckon they will focus on getting Red Dead Redemption 1 on PC first.
Yeah, maybe
I think they'll make
like a bundle.
Well, yeah, it'll be like pre-order Red Dead Redemption 2 and get Red Dead Redemption 1 for free. You know, that kind of shit.
Possibly.
If it doesn't come out for PC, I think I'm just gonna get it for Xbox One.
Well, I've just looked at the pre-order on Rockstar, and you only get the option to get it for PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. It's £55.
Yeah, but £55. That is how much are games usually again? 40?
Inflation, you know, inflation.
Yeah, inflation.
Inflation.
EU. But anyways.
It's not that. We're not getting into politics.
No, but I honestly, I swear that it was a remaster. Like it looked like John Marston.
Yeah, it did look a bit, but nah. Well, okay. Our bit backstory. We tried to do this yesterday. When we didn't know it was Red Dead 2. But it was
right. Yeah. I basically made the argument that this is a remaster. Come on, don't be stupid. Look at it. It's fucking John Marston, clearly. But then I pretty much just got punked.
Yeah,
Here's Aston Kutcher. He's coming out of fucking Rockstar Game Studios to tell me that he's
coming out.
Yeah, Barney and the ninjas. I can hear them rolling up to my house. Anyway, basically, I've been pranked. But that looks a hell of a lot like John Marston.
Luckily, we've made it today, and like the podcast.
Oh, wait,
when we've actually got.
Oh man, I haven't been recording this.
No, blatantly exposed.
Joke.
Fuck off. Right, shit. I got so frightened. I was like, come on,
prank.
We've just been talking for ages, and you just tried to prank us like that. Jeez. Anyway, basically. Alright, okay. Whoa, that was the fright of my life. I don't know about Red Dead Redemption 2.
No one seems to be hyped. Well, I've known no one.
Yeah, I know. Like, if you look, there's clearly.
No, I've not played the game in so long. I forgot how fun it was. Like,
the last one. Just putting like bloody tramps on like the railway, watching them get.
I'm saying it. Okay. House of the Rising Sun will be a part of that soundtrack. I can already tell. That song will be in the game at some point.
Actually, by the looks of the little image they posted, it kind of looked like a Hateful Eight, or they had the 8 cowboys.
Oh,
it kind of looked like that. But anyways,
did you wait 2 seconds? Back to movie review. Did you like Hateful Eight?
I actually didn't watch it. I'm not a big fan of gory movies.
You don't like Quentin Tarantino? You don't? None of you guys like Quentin Tarantino? You guys are fucking awful.
I love it.
No, right, okay. How can you like?
I like
Quentin Tarantino.
From Dusk Till Dawn. Have you ever watched that?
Oh, that's great. I've watched that. I didn't want to watch the second one though because I was scared. It's a great movie. Although what's his name? The second brother, the weird one. He's a bit creepy, is he not? That's actually Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
That plays him.
Yeah, no, he does a little bit of acting in his movies, but you rushed Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, that's great. Also,
sadly, I've always wanted to watch it, but I've never got
the time. Right, we'll have you watch it by the time of the second podcast, and we'll let you. We'll let you talk about it.
No, we won't bring it up. Never mind.
We will.
You know.
Anyway, the best way I could describe Hateful Eight is like a Wild West version of Reservoir Dogs.
Watch that.
To be completely honest.
I haven't watched a lot of movies actually.
Yeah, movies are great, but let's try and not make a whole podcast about movies.
I'm over a TV show type of guy.
Well, what TV shows are you watching?
Hornswoggled movie.
Maybe.
Just keep going like this.
Movie reviews.
But anyways, what we're talking about? Red Dead.
Right, Red Dead 2. I feel like we've already covered Red Dead 2.
No,
like, it's maximum.
I think we have room for one more topic.
No, let's brainstorm.
No, I say we have room for a few more. I say we have a few more small topics.
Yeah, a few more small topics.
Skyrim Legendary Edition, Special Edition, sorry.
No, okay.
Anybody else excited for that?
I'm not excited for it for one reason. Sorry to burst your bubble, Blaine, even though you just bought Skyrim for that.
I just bought all the DLC,
but it's pointless for PC gamers. Like,
what do you mean?
It's basically, as far as I know, it's
all the graphics
improvements.
Stuff you already get for it.
Right, yeah, I know, but I feel like who would make a better graphics like difference than the developers, you know?
Blaine, you hype up Bethesda too much.
I love Bethesda, okay? Bethesda are probably my favourite game company. Okay. I feel like you guys belittle Bethesda too much, in my opinion.
No, they make good games, but you overreact on how good they are. Like,
no, they are a great games company. I'm not saying I overreact. I'm not overreacting. They are a great games company. They're, like, in my opinion, better than Rockstar. I'm not into the GTA that much. Like, it's a good game, and I've played it a few times. But there's a difference between Bethesda and Rockstar.
Yeah,
to be honest,
you can get lost in Bethesda games, okay? You can play them for hours upon hours, even if it is, as you guys say, a bad game.
No. We don't think it's a bad game. We like Bethesda.
I hated Fallout 4, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right, here we have Mr. Controversial, but actually, probably the... Right, okay, I'm gonna say it. Fallout 4, you may have hated it, but you enjoyed it when you played it. Come on, be honest.
I didn't.
Why did you hate it?
The only part I liked about it, you know, see when you start and the guy comes to your door. And then basically when you get told to like rush out, because
I hated the start.
You know, there's a alert for like a bombing for like, you know, you see the mushroom cloud and then you're like running and stuff. That's the only part I kind of like. It's pretty cool seeing and stuff. And then after that, like after you see your wife dead or whatever, like, and then you lose your son.
The actual game.
Like, see, just after that part, I was just like, I thought it was gonna be a good game from the start, and then I just started losing interest. Don't know why.
Well, that's what happened to me, but I got into it, and I like it. Okay, I enjoy it. It's an enjoyable game for me. I played it for 13 hours in the past week, and it may not sound like much, but I've just started to get back into it. Now, Craig, you can sit there and talk shit about Fallout 4.
No. I don't know why you think I hate it. I like it.
But I look on your Steam, and I see 70 hours.
Yes,
70.
and I liked it. I liked 70 hours.
10 hours.
But
okay.
It was a good game. I don't know why you think I hate it. I'm just saying, I'm talking about graphics. This is where this started.
Okay, Skyrim Legendary Edition. Let's go back to Skyrim Legendary Edition for a minute, okay, guys?
Yeah.
You may have modders who can make the game look... EMBs. EMBs they're called, okay? Number one, I think EMBs are buggy and can break a game if not done right.
I don't think EMBs are meant to play. They're meant for screenshots.
Exactly. That is why Skyrim Skyrim Special Edition is a thing.
If you have a good enough PC, you could
ENBs are made to take screenshots, as you said. Skyrim Legendary Edition is made to play. So they will have...
I'll probably still buy it.
Well, I mean, don't buy it. Buy all the DLC now. It's much cheaper.
PC? Have you got all...
Yeah, I got them at Christmas. I got them for like £6 and
that's fair. I got them for like £4.
You qualify.
Right, I also qualify for it. I'm hyped for it. I think I'll
see, out of like, you know, you get Dawnguard and like, apart from that, I thought Hearthfire was just so good. Like, I loved the fact you could build your own house and all that.
And adopt children. I've not actually done any of that yet. Should you recommend me doing that?
Yeah, but it's quite costly.
There was actually quite something funny when I was experiencing the game, and I was basically, you know, classic Breeze Home. I was just in there. I decided to like move back, and then my child was basically, because I had a wife, and then my child was getting slayed to death in her bedroom by my wife, and she started shooting her the Nords.
Right, repeat that. Sorry, you cut out.
Yeah, repeat that. Sorry, Discord's. Wait there.
Oh, sorry.
Real quick.
She was just. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Wait there.
Oh, well, wait, no. Wait,
yeah, my wife was just like slaying my daughter, and you're like hitting her with a sword, and then like she was shouting in her face saying Skyrim belongs to the Nords.
Was your daughter like an orc or something? Did she suffer some racism?
No, she was just a normal child. I was just like, I don't even know what it was.
They really hate elves in that game.
No. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. The whole house is quite costly, but I'd recommend getting like okay. It's gonna get like
I stayed near Falkreath or something.
Yeah, I got the house in Morphle, like the one you buy in Morphle. It's like a bit away from Morphle. But let's settle this. Best house in Skyrim, like vanilla, is the house in crap. What's it called? Honeydew Home.
It's in Riften.
Riften. Yeah, that's the best house in the game. Let's just settle that.
Yeah, I've not. Well, I like Skyrim. I like Skyrim a lot, but I've not actually played it like that much. I mean, not put that.
Braceholm is basically the only house people get because it's the only house that you can get quite easy. Like, the moment you can put, I think it's a default quest, you just get the offer. But in your house, you have to create side quests.
You still need to pay 5,000 coins, but it's like, it's still like a lot of money. It was a lot of money at that time in the game because we really had much money back then. Like, but as soon as you start, it's hard to earn some money. But anyway, like apart from that, like I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty.
Yeah, Skyrim. The DLCs are pretty good.
I enjoy Skyrim. I think possibly the best DLCs I've seen in a Bethesda game. That award probably has to go to Fallout 3 for me. I feel like that just has the overall best DLCs, like the pet, fucking amazing. The pet's amazing. That's a great story. Then there's also Point Lookout, which was beautiful. I mean, it looked like shit, but it was beautiful in the way it looked like shit. You know what I mean? Probably the most disappointing DLC for me was, I've got to give it to Mothership Zeta. Not disappointing, but I just played it that many times that I'd probably oversaturate it because it's like the first DLC you can do at a low level. So I'd pretty much just go in that, get all the good weapons, and leave that, you know?
Yeah.
So, it's a good DLC in retrospect, right? It was the first DLC I bought for Fallout 3. I bought it singularly instead of buying the Game of the Year. And after that, I bought the Game of the Year. But Mothership Zeta was the first DLC, so it should probably be the most, like, I guess nostalgic. But it's just not to me for some reason. I've played it that many times, it just triggers me. But, what's your favourite Bethesda game, Craig?
No.
Not Fallout 4 anyway.
Not Fallout 4. No, but no. If I'm being honest, I've only really played like properly 2 Bethesda games, Skyrim and Fallout 4.
Right. Okay.
So,
well,
my favourite of them is Skyrim, mainly because I've got there's so much side quests and like little details.
My favorite Bethesda game is between Fallout 3. Well, do you know what I'd love? Fallout 3 recreated using the Fallout New Vegas engine. Now I know there's a big modding project about that, but I'll need to look into it again.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
I don't know that much.
No, the Fallout New Vegas engine is just so much more updated, you know.
But
my favorite.
You can't run.
You have to
walk everywhere. Vegas.
You have to walk.
Right, wait there, Ryan. Wait there. My favorite Bethesda game, I'm gonna give it to Oblivion. Best, I love it so much.
I like Oblivion, but I've never got past the first quest. Mainly because I get bored.
Oh, that is disgusting.
No.
Oblivion's that's basically what happens to me with Skyrim. I'll play Skyrim for like an hour and then I'll be like, oh. But I'll play Oblivion for like days on end and I'll be like, whoa, this game's great, man. And a Morrowind. Oh, I forgot about Morrowind. Morrowind's so good.
Morrowind.
But not as good as Oblivion. Not as good as Oblivion.
Yeah,
there's a mod out there that combines. Right, there's a mod in there and out there that pretty much it uses Morrowind to recreate Morrowind in Oblivion, and I played a little bit of it. I was thinking about recording it, but then I was like, you know what, this lags too much. No. But if I could record it, man, that was a great mod. Anyway, Ryan, what were you trying to say for like half an hour?
Sorry.
Yeah, I've got a little story about Fallout. Craig, you'll not remember. Once, I must have been about. It was kind of late on after Fallout 3 came out. Like, I decided I wanted to play Fallout because I just had an interest in it. And then we went. You came with me, Craig. In fact.
Oh
we
yeah.
Went to the game.
This was we're young. This was a couple of years ago. More than a couple.
More than that. Like,
let's not put.
1986.
This is. I don't know what that is in American. Yeah, but
6 years ago, right about.
Yeah.
And basically, we went in, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna buy a few games maybe. I went for Burnout Paradise, Fallout 3, and like something else, can't remember. And basically, I went to go check it out with Mom. And no, I went and told Mom that's what I wanted. And then she went up to the checkout to go buy me it. And then there was a guy there, he was like working for a game. And then he see me stand next to Mom, and she went to buy it, and then he started telling Mom how it was such a violent game and how she shouldn't buy that for me and stuff, and like how.
Wait, what game's this?
Fallout 3.
Yeah, Fallout 3.
And he was saying how it's such a violent game and it's quite gory, and she advised Mom not to buy me, and Mom actually put it away, wouldn't let me buy it. So I was like,
it's a bit ridiculous.
That is savage.
No, game.
That guy just called you out. Did you go back to game and beat him up recently?
And since then I've not played Fallout.
No, but
actually I've not really played much of Fallout because I went to go play on my PC and it says something about like it doesn't run on Windows or something.
No, that's when you buy it, but when you can actually play it. But speaking of game, like the workers at game, you get the Pure Legends when you were younger.
Yeah, you get the legends that like, oh, I've played like 1,000 hours in a game, and they'd be like, yeah, that game's good, man. And then they'd see you'd pick up like an 18 game, and you'd be like 7. They'd be like, I'll just give you that. I'll just sneak it out. Yeah, and then you get the dickheads that take their jobs too seriously.
The manager's probably right next to them, but they don't even care. Like, yeah, sure, give the kid that, still a customer. Like, they don't care. Most likely. Actually, anytime ever since that story actually that Ryan's just told, I've been quite paranoid. So every time I go to buy a game, I'm like, well, when I used to buy games in game when I was young,
I don't go to game.
I just pass like the game to my dad, and they say walk out the store.
I don't go to game anymore, but
yeah,
because obviously I don't really buy many. And if I'm getting someone off the Xbox, I just buy it on the marketplace on Xbox. But I don't really play Xbox much. I just usually get stuff on Steam.
Yeah, I just get stuff on Steam also. I've not bought like an actual physical copy of a game since like 2010.
The last physical copy I've got of a game is Farewell Off the Rails.
Farewell Off the Rails.
You bought that? Yeah. Did you not buy it for like 80 pence?
No, I bought it for. This is a bargain. 1 pence on Amazon.
I'm honestly so
that was a bargain. 1 pence on Amazon. I think I had.
That's crazy.
I had. Yeah.
You got free shipping, so you literally just paid 1 pence and got a free shipped version of Farewell.
I was a bit like, it's this game. Like, I'm gonna get the disc and it's in like 5 pieces. Well, it worked. It worked.
You're savage, Craig.
I thought I was gonna get, and then it was working. I've never played it on PC because I'm waiting for Planet Coaster because that game looks good.
I like the theme tune to Planet Coaster. It's great.
I like the style as well. But anyways, we're getting off the rails. What we still have? We got any?
Are we gonna wrap up the podcast soon?
Well, I mean, I'm definitely. Do we feel like we've reached an equal stopping point?
Let's go. Maybe just think of stuff to talk about over my head.
Well, I mean, it's went up significantly from 1 pence. You can get it for 1.50 on Amazon for Elville.
Yeah, I think it was like it wasn't on that so bit. Wasn't on the sellers that come up. It was on like the few more sellers bit, which is a bit dodgy, you know.
Oh,
well, I think it's a bit. I think it is a bit dodgy, but it's like the bag used.
Think?
But it's like very good quality and all that. Like, may as well 1 pence.
Yeah, like, there doesn't seem to be a quote unquote "Late in America," copy of this on. It's just for the PSP, so I can't find a.
Wait, what?
I can't find a.
Wait, so how did you Late in America?
Can't find an R copy.
We got that. Ryan, we said that joke. Are you there?
What joke? What joke?
What? Alright, what joke?
Alright, okay.
Actually, what grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears? Alright, this will be the little finishing topic. Then. Come on. This will be what we leave on. If we stop talking about any topics midway through, we'll talk about them again.
No.
Oh, Late in America got a 4.9 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah, IMDb suck.
Yeah, it must not trust reviews.
They're far more professional films, like actual.
They're like filming The Martian and all that crap.
They'll be like the Tommy Wiseau's The Room is Best movie. Alright, anyway, Craig, continue what you're saying. Continue what you're saying.
Don't wanna say anything, but I'm a vegetarian. Right?
Alright, big man vegetarian. You need to make it clear, didn't you?
Yeah, I need to make it all. But fruit and vegetables, you buy them, and they expect you to eat them within a 2-day time frame before they go out of date.
What's the point, man? Not vegetables. Not vegetables. What do you mean 2 days?
Like they give you like 2 days. They give you like you buy them at the store.
Right, you buy them at the store. Okay.
Store?
It's not nature's fault though.
They're really only saying the 2-day thing because they don't any time. If you eat it after 2 days, then it will no longer be the responsibility kind of thing.
No, but you can't be. No, that's quite embarrassing. But the other day, grapes. We're gonna have a few. This was actually yesterday, before we did the podcast.
Right. Okay.
Now today's the 19th, and the grape said 11th. I thought they I thought they looked okay. So I ate one. It was a bit, like a bit into it, and it's like the juice. everywhere. I was like, oh crap.
Ugh.
And I thought it was a bit like, they looked okay, so I was like eating them. I was ate too. I was like, nah, this looks a bit weird. Then I realised, I looked back, and all the fruit experiences I've had, every time I go eat one, it's like a day before it goes out of date. And it's usually either the day after I actually buy them. So like, what the hell?
And halfway through you realise these aren't grapes at all. These are old raisins.
These are raisins. No, raisins?
Yeah, these are raisins that have just swelled up again from being left out.
What are raisins? Like, what actually are raisins?
Pretty sure they're just dried out grapes, mate, to end that conversation on a strong point. But okay. A non-vegetarian attempt at what you just said. I once ate moldy roll.
No,
it wasn't nothing
moldy.
inside the roll. No.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This is like okay. So basically, right? I was like, I woke up, got out of bed, dragged a comb across my head, fried up some sausage. Popped in. I got some roll. It's the Beatles song.
Oh yeah. Day of Life. Day in the Life.
Yeah, Day in the Life. Basically, I was like, you know what? I'm hungry. I'm gonna make myself a square sausage roll. And basically, right, made a square sausage.
I've got a story about that. Right,
looked at my rolls and I was like, whoa. Right, these rolls are they're a day out of date, but they look fine. So I was like, you know what? Risk it for a biscuit, I'm hungry. There's no bread, so I'm just gonna have to deal with these rolls. Okay. So I picked up the rolls, started eating. Okay, since I'm a fat bastard, I ate two, of course. Okay.
Good God.
So I finished my first one, right, and I was halfway through my second one, and I bit. And honestly, it tasted like vegetables, and I was like, what is this? It tasted so organic, and I looked at the roll,
oh, no.
and I saw just like a big green splodge on the inside. I was like, fucking hell. And I honestly nearly puked at the thought that I'd eat a full moldy roll with square sausage in it prior to finding out that it was in fact moldy.
Now I've got a similar story, because
that was honestly like my worst nightmare.
This
like
vegetarian thing was, it's quite recent, a couple of months. But anyways, before I was a vegetarian, this was like when I was like legit 5, 6, probably even younger. The microwave, it's a wonderful machine. So square sausage, I'm hungry.
He's put it in the microwave.
No, put it in the microwave. About for 6 minutes.
Idiot.
I was like, I think my train of thought was, no, this is uncooked. So usually when you heat up something 2 minutes, put that to 4.
Right.
I'll put it to 4, put it in the microwave. 4 minutes later, got a bit of bread. I've got a roll bread. I don't know. It was quite a long time ago. Put some butter on it. Ate it. Now, luckily, my mum was at work. She just came back. She came in like just before. I think I took one bite or something like that. She came in and I was like, what are you eating? I'm like, a roll with sausage. she's like, how did you make that? I'm like, the microwave. And she's like, no, you can't eat that. And then she just made me like another one, but actually probably actually in an oven. Or not in an oven. That's how you bake it in a fry up. In a fryer. But anyways,
alright, to finish off this, my 2-year-old brother, the man, the one only, don't dox him. You know how you get them 3-minute microwavable pizzas, yeah?
Oh yes, this was quite recent.
Now he decided he wanted to eat one, right? So he was like, you know what, I'm not gonna wait until Dad and that puts it in. I'm just gonna put it in on my own. Not telling anyone. He chucked it in the microwave, okay? He put it on for not 3 minutes, not 5 minutes, not 6 minutes. He put it on for 10 fucking minutes. I came through, Dad sitting on the couch, Caleb sitting on the couch. Go through to the kitchen to get a drink, some good old iron brew.
The microwave is on fire.
It was like, the whole room was smoky as fuck, and I was like, what have you guys done in here? And then Dad rushed in, opens the microwave, and there is a black pizza sitting in the microwave with basically a hole burnt through it, and the smell would not leave the house for like 2 hours. It was honestly, and Caleb, the only thing he could say for it, he tried to say it was me. He tried to, oh shit, I just doxed my brother.
Oh shit.
But basically, my brother Caleb, he basically tried to blame it on me in the end, and it didn't go very well down for him.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but I like how like all of us when younger just presumed that the microwave is an oven. Like it
Oh
cooks
man,
food.
I've microwaved some shit with time.
Actually, what's the weirdest thing you've microwaved on this? And,
Either an Easter egg. I don't actually like chocolate Easter eggs, which
so
isn't
you're just
that
trying to
weird.
melt them? You're just trying
Yeah,
to
or a block of cheese in a fucking tortilla when I was small. Basically, yeah, bootleg cheese toasties. Just chuck a block of cheese in a tortilla wrap and bung it in the microwave. You'll have a good time.
No, I microwaved a grape. I don't know what that's with grapes with me.
I microwaved the cat.
I make 10 million subs cat.
That's sick.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere in
We're
America.
like Joy World Tours now. It's like talking about food.
No, a bit on a serious note. I can remember in Italy once. I wasn't feeling that well.
Oh yeah, when you were in Italy.
I was on holiday. I wasn't feeling well. I had massive sunburn, so I just slept in. And my mum and my dad and my sister, my brother went out. I don't know where, but they came back to McDonald's, and I was like basically freezing. They hopped it in the microwave, and good God, it was horrible. It was actually just like.
I'm back. Sorry, I accidentally closed Chrome.
The outer of like the chip was like edible, but the actual insides were like.
Wait, what are you on about?
I'm talking about chips. How, like McDonald's chips when I microwaved them in Italy. And it was actually so horrible. I don't think it helped because I had like spice. I was like an Indian. I had like spicy tomato sauce with it. No, this didn't even help.
Oh man.
Man, what's it?
Anyway, it's probably the best time to roll up the podcast now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I did accidentally just close Chrome, so I'm back. I didn't get to hear your whole story, so I'm quite
Wait, hold
devastated.
on. Wait, have you not got the actual Discord app?
I do, just to prefer the Chrome-based version,
Oh.
so I can browse while I'm talking. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, you know. So.
I guess we're probably gonna just,
Actually,
leave them
Ryan,
with
you
a
got
generic
any,
thing.
Hold on. Ryan, you got any stories to tell
Before we go.
about microwaves? Preferably.
I don't know, there's the same as Blaine once. I actually microwaved a tortilla with cheese in it, and it was actually when
It's
it came
good.
out. I no, it's not. I ate it. It was like
No, it's not.
I took one bite into it and I just threw it in the. It's absolutely horrible.
Yeah, if we were to spit
I'm
into
joking.
something, if we
I'm
were to spit
joking.
into some, actually, again, before I was a vegetarian, it was just like, I used to like my chicken sandwiches, bit of salt, it's just the best sandwich, but now I can't eat it, so,
Egg is just like Misha's sidekick now. I'm a vegetarian.
I'm vegan, no, but, we're the dynamic duo, but, so, got a dog, she likes chicken, so my dad gets her like chicken, like wafer chicken, I don't know why I'm laughing at the sense I'm not even gonna say why.
Alright, wait there. I may have another Red Redemption 2 thing to
why
talk
I'm
about
laughing.
before we leave.
But let's not get into it. But wafer chicken, there's like 50 of them, and they look like they're meant to go in sandwiches. Hopped them on, a bit into it. It's like so slimy. Just like actually just so disgusted. But
I once had bad chicken from a Chinese
I
and
thought
they
it was the
again.
butter, because I like to go overboard with the butter. So, and I was like, must be the butter. So I was continue going.
Ugh.
I was like, no, this is not
Actually,
right. So I went into the
I
oven
had an
room.
experience with.
No, hold on, let me
Was
finish. And so I was in the living room. I was speaking to like my family, and then I was like, "This chicken tastes horrible," and they was like, "That's the dog's."
Oh
And I'm
no.
like, I was like, "Oh no." No, but this is not dog food, right? Before you start accusing me of eating dog food, this is just chicken. That obviously Tesco low quality chicken. This value quality. Do not get it. It's not. It's horrible. So I just spat it out on the plate like I usually do when I don't like food. I just like it just like comes out my mouth. Then I just spit into it. But anyways,
Right, okay. I have one last thing to say
hold
about...
on, Ryan's got a story.
Wait,
Alright, sorry.
Yeah, you know you're talking about Chinese. I had a bad experience with Chinese.
No, what does it? No, is it the Chinese I'm thinking of? Is it the Chinese I'm thinking of? Oh.
No,
let's not say names.
I must have been about 2 years ago. I had, like, you know, it's typical Saturday night. I ordered a Chinese.
You ordered a Chinese 2 years ago? What age are you?
I got chicken curry. I had like a bit of chicken curry and some chips, and then I obviously split it like with mom and stuff, and then like after that, took one bite of the chicken, and I was like, meh. And then like I just continued to eat my dinner, and you know, 15 minutes later or whatever, kind of asleep, or you know, I'm done, and then I you know, I finish up. 2 hours later, I'm just spewing in the bath.
In the bath? You're like in a bath.
Right.
Hey, at least you've got a warm bath afterwards.
It wasn't. I was walking to the toilet and I was feeling kind of sick, and then I was just bent over it, and I don't know why.
It's bent over it.
And then I didn't tell mom the first time, and then I went in the living room. I felt sick.
This came out. Like,
she gave me a base, and I just spewed in that as well. And ever since that day, I never get chicken from a Chinese. I always get curry sauce and fried rice. Never get curry.
No.
I hate. Ever since that day, I've hated chicken.
Related to Chinese chicken, I had chicken balls once. Now, Ryan knows about this because I ran. No, I know because like, when this happened, I ranted to Ryan for about 2 years about this story. I'm not even jesting. That is not an overreaction. So, chicken balls, you know, you got the batter and you got the fat and you got the chicken.
Yeah.
Now, me, you know, the first one was nice, the second one was nice, had 4. The third one. The third one, you know, I went to go take a bite. No. This is like, it must have been like a half bite. So there's only half of it left. I swear to God. There's no chicken in it. Just fat. And I actually just like felt it like sliming around, like going in the gaps of my teeth. Like, and then I was like, bleh. It was so disgusting, like the texture.
Yeah.
And then,
that's how I feel when I eat a chicken ball. It's like it's like 70% batter and fat and 30% chicken. It's honestly disgusting.
It is actual like Chinese like imports. Like you can get the Chinese immigrants out until the Polish. The Polish at least know how to run a good shop. The Chinese do not know.
Polish only open bakeries, so they do.
Nah, I have this little convenience.
Like if you go to Perth, you'll just see tons of Polish bakeries.
But you're gonna say something earlier on about.
My mate found a 10 pence in the bottom of his chicken curry from the local Chinese.
What? Wait,
yeah.
Explain.
Basically, he was finishing up his chicken curry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not sure if he was like finished. He was like halfway through, and he was like, I don't know. I guess like, you know, when you move your fork around your food, and basically a 10 pence was at the bottom of his chicken curry. So basically, he went back to the Chinese report and he got like a free, I can't remember, like free rice or something. But I've been to the same Chinese, and honestly, it's the worst.
No, hold on. Why would you? You just got 10 pence. Why would you report it? This is wacky. That is wack.
Because then you get another free shit Chinese.
What do you want? Hey, maybe this is like a cycle. Like a 10p cycle.
I bought like a proper big chicken curry from that Chinese
I've never
once.
had curry.
Honestly, I just binned it. It wasn't great. It wasn't good at all.
Mm-hmm.
But if I eat a banana, I actually cannot swallow a banana. I'd be sick. So I don't know why I thought it'd be a good idea to order a banana fritter.
No, that's
expecting me to like.
No, last topic. Because we need to. This is getting a bit long now.
Right, yeah.
But roll and bananas. What's your opinion on them, Blaine?
There's always
What's my opinion? What?
Hold on. No, because I know your opinion, Ryan. So I'll ask Blaine. Well, you don't like bananas, so I presume you don't like a rolling banana?
I don't like bananas.
Right, Ryan. No, let's make your stance.
I like bananas, but there's just some like basically my mom gets bananas, I like bananas, and then it's like a 50-50 chance like she'll buy bananas that I actually like, and then she'll buy these bananas that I despise. Like I don't know why.
What do you mean? How can you?
I don't know if it's something about them being organic, but one of them tastes like a fucking it tastes like rubber and it's chewy and it's horrible. It's out of Tesco. And then the other tastes like so nice and smooth. You can eat like 5 after. It's just so nice. And then honestly, I just despise. I don't know. I told mom like it's like mom could have a banana. I ate one. I took like one bite and I actually spat out, put it in the bin. Mom was just like, you could, and then she just like looked at me and gave me like this
African
stern look like.
Nah, kid in Africa to get at that.
Stares in my eyes, and then like, yeah. And if you're talking about rolling banana, I think that's just like,
no.
I think that's horrible.
Rolling bananas are one of the best combinations since sliced bread with butter.
Oh, right.
It's just a deformed
controversial.
So, ugh.
It's not. No, it came to Earth from the gods. God.
Anyway, alright, okay. Let's
No,
stop
no.
talking.
Yeah, let's stop talking about
Before we stop talking about bananas, the main problem for me is bananas. I don't like. I can't eat bananas. I'd be sick. But my favorite flavor of like milkshake, etc., is banana. So that's
they
like my
never
big
taste
dilemma.
like bananas. That's the thing.
But that's the thing. They taste so good.
No, I
but
don't
they're
like
called
banana flavored. I like bananas.
Well, I'm the opposite. I'm like the sheer opposite. Anyway,
No, you
before we end this podcast, okay? Before we end, it has been speculated
Yeah,
that
speculated.
Red Dead Redemption will be given a GTA Online-esque multiplayer mode.
No.
The evidence of this is that the two websites, the two domains, reddeadonline.com and reddead.online have been pretty much taken by Take-Two. Like they've been bought out so they can use that website in the future. So basically what people are speculating is that they may have a standalone multiplayer compared to like they'll have like I guess Call of Duty is the best way to explain this.
Yeah.
Like you get Call of Duty on Steam, you get like say Black Ops, you get Black Ops 1 and then you get Black Ops 1 multiplayer.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna pull that off because I guess one will be. We don't know 100% completely.
No.
Wait, what are you saying?
The only way I can see this actually working and being enjoyable, like GTA 5, you can buy cars, houses. That's about it. Planes and clothes. Now, what can you buy in a Western cowboy scenario? A horse, a few horses, a cabin,
a few houses,
a cabin.
Hey, they could introduce more RP based online, but we won't know until the trailer tomorrow, and even then we might not know afterwards.
Even then, the trailer
so that is just a speculation. But if that is in fact true, I would imagine that they would put more effort into multiplayer, and it'd be so big that you have to download them separate.
No, I'm gonna wrap this up. Because,
right, we're gonna wrap this up. We've been doing this podcast for ages now.
Well, that doesn't feel like it, but
that doesn't. I enjoyed this.
But anyways,
same. But you can tell the topics were getting a bit stale after talking about
bananas.
Yeah, that's when you know you run out of ideas. But anyways,
right. So thank you for watching the Hornswoggled.
Thank you. Comment your
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, leave comment. It's been your hosts, me, Big Man Blake.
Subscribe and stay pot. No, can't do that.
Oh no,
we can't do business relations. Who knows? We might.
Yeah, if we can, we can't do it.
No, actually,
right.
Anyways.
So thank you for watching / listening, guys. We'll see you later. See you in the next podcast.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, Ryan, you say bye and I'll say bye.
Goodbye from me, aka Ryan.
You cut out, but
yeah, you get the gist.
You get the gist.
We get the gist.
I've been your host, Craig, and bye.